Hello, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Noki, and you're tuned in to Noki Jr. Today, part 2 of my very favorite starters from each region. This time for the second stage evolution. For those of you who haven't seen part 1, stop this video and go check that out right away. However, for those of you who don't have time to check that out right now, or need a bit of a refresher, in that video I narrowed down my favorite starter from each region, beginning in the Kanto region, all the way up to Galar. In this video I'll be doing quite the same, beginning in Kanto, only this time I'll have to stop in Alola since we have not yet seen the second stage evolution, or the third stage evolution, for the Galar Pokemon. Up first in the Kanto region, I would have to pick none other than Wartortle. As I stated in part 1 of this series, it was extremely difficult for me to choose a first stage evolution from this region, as I loved all three quite equally. With the second stage evolution, it was pretty much the same. However, for me, it was kind of a tie between Ivysaur and Wartortle. That's not to give any hate towards Charmeleon at all, as I really do love the Pokemon. But out of the three designs, I think Ivysaur and Wartortle quite encompass the evolutionary stages of their lines better. In my opinion, if they added some form of developing wings onto Charmeleon's design, it probably would have bridged the gap between Charmander and Charizard a little bit more smoothly. Up next in the Johto region, it was quite difficult, as it's absolutely no secret that I love Cyndaquil and its entire evolutionary line. So my gut reaction was to immediately pick Quilava. However, when I was sitting and looking at all three of my choices, I went back to some of my earlier playthroughs of the game where I did select Chikorita and loved the Bayleaf stage of its evolutionary line. Not to mention, I've always loved the Bayleaf that Ash had in the anime and wished he would have continued with it along his journey. So it would have felt wrong for me, really, ultimately in this selection, to not give Bayleaf the love. Up next, for my absolute favorite region of Hoenn, where once again Trico's evolutionary line wins out, and I select Gravile. Gravile has such an awesome design. I mean, no hate to either Torchic or Mudkip and their evolutionary lines, but out of the second stage of them, it's really hard to deny that Gravile has the best overall design. Moving right along into Sinnoh, we have yet again another returning evolutionary line in Monferno. Yet again, not really a secret that Chimchar and its evolutionary line are among some of my favorite Pokemon of all time. As we move into Unova, my decision gets a little bit interesting, as I usually absolutely love the Snivy evolutionary line from this region. Though when it comes to the second stage evolution, I have to absolutely, hands down, choose Duat. This Pokemon's slick, ninja-like design and cool demeanor makes it an overall winner for me. Up next, we have the Kalos region, where I select Braixen, which honestly wasn't too difficult of a choice to make, as this is another region, in my opinion, where the second stage evolutions are a little bit lackluster, except for Braixen, which I feel like does a really great job of being a unique way to transition between the first stage and the final stage. Alola! I really should stop doing that. It probably comes as no surprise to those of you who have been watching my videos that in the Alola region, I select Dartrix. The Rowlet evolutionary line is my absolute favorite in this region, and probably my overall favorite starter evolutionary line of all time, as well as Decidueye, as I've said many times, being my absolute favorite Pokemon of all time. I will say, as a bit of a side note, that I really do actually like Torracat as an evolution to Litten, and really wonder what went wrong when designing the third stage of that evolutionary line. And as I said at the beginning of this video, there won't be any entry for Galar, as it has yet to be revealed what the second stage evolution of the starter Pokemon from this region will look like. But as soon as these Pokemon are revealed, I'll be making a video that follows this one up, explaining which one of them is my favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Professor Noki, signing out once again for Noki Jr.